All right. So this is just going to be a demonstration on how you can color your destination solids by the source range. So there's a couple of steps involved, but it can be done. So in this example below, I've got arbitrarily sort of defined range stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. In this example, I'll just show you what stage 1 looks like. But essentially what I'm doing is I am setting up my destinations to be colored by the stage that they've come from. So stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, if I look at my color by source flag, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And the way that this has to be set up is you'll want a few fields on both your source and destination table. So in your deposit table, you will have the easiest way to do it anyway. Post-schedule tasks folder is normally the best way to work with post-schedule tasks. And then I've just got a range flags and a couple of different, essentially each range that you want to differentiate between, you're going to want a different Boolean type field for it. So I've got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And then I have a post-schedule task that is a source, schedule results to source table. And for each field, I have mapped the range. So each time I run the schedule, I'll write those flags to the table. The second part of this is in the destination table. And you can either set it up with numbers or flags. I'm going to use numbers in my example, but I've got another post-schedule tasks folder, a source range, volumes, and then individually each stage. So you still need that stage separation, so each range needs its own field. Either you can go with flags, which is just true or false, or you can actually have the volumes. You may want to refer to volumes greater than X, Y, or Z later on as well. So our volumes are a little bit more flexible. And so with the volumes, it's similar, except the range is no longer set to, because you can't read at the moment the source range. So what you're actually going to do is use an expression to read that flag. So I type in stage, I grab stage, and so it's just a get value of that. You can also write equals true, but writing it on its own means the same thing. So this just means is true. So if it's true, I write the destination quantity to that field. And then every time I run the schedule, these will get written. If you just want to run them manually, you can right click. You'll need to run both of them. You need to run this one first and this one second, because this one refers to the values that are set by this post schedule task. And then the final part of this is to set up your colors. So the color by source flag is 3 expressions, and each of them is just reading that value, stage. So get value greater than 0. So if something is in both stage 1 and stage 2, which is not possible in this example, but if it is, then it will always pick up stage 1. So just note that if you want to have something that could possibly come from more than one range, you may want to generate a combined one first. So this one's greater than 0 and something else is greater than 0. So essentially, once something's been met by one of these colors, it doesn't get considered by the colors below it. But that's pretty much it. That's the method for coloring your dumps by source. You could do vice versa if you really wanted to. You could color your source by the destination that was set, but that's the process.